Let me catch my breath. Hi friends, welcome to episode 68 of the Chemically Imbalanced Black Girl podcast. If this is your first episode, this podcast is a collection of existential crisis thoughts from a chemically imbalanced black girl who just so happens to be me, and my name is Zaria. Guys, it's been so long. As you guys remember from the last episode, I have been absolutely going through it emotionally. Just all up and through, just whooping my ass. And then right after the emotional ass whooping, I got sick as fuck. So, it's just been a lot. And also, this time of year just makes me really, really sad. Just because of all the, examples of ignorance in a lot of places. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest with you guys, as I've always been since day one. I've been not very happy. I've actually been quite sad, quite disappointed, and quite disgusted with just about everything outside of my house. But luckily, I've been staying in my house a lot recently, and that's what's been cheering me up. I've I've extended the number of animals in my house. So, that always makes me happy. I've been working out in my house a lot more. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I bought like an elliptical or whatever. And because I wanted to turn one side of my room into like a yoga / workout place. Because going to the gym every time I want to work out is becoming a hassle. And then all the gyms, I don't know if it's doing it in your area, guys, but all the gyms in my area are doing this team program where all teenagers and shit come in, which I'm perfectly fine with, because come in there and get your workout, boo-boo. But for it to be 8 of y'all on the machine and 7 of you motherfuckers is giggling, that's when I start getting irritated a little bit. So I bought an elliptical, and I have a yoga mat in there, and at least for about 20 minutes every morning after I smoke, of course, I put on a little. I found this page on YouTube called Black Women in Yoga, and I've just been putting a video on every morning. It's like a not a compilation. What do you call it? It's like a pilot of videos. I don't know. Y'all know I'm not internet savvy. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but it's like a package of videos that you can watch. And it'll show you different range of motions and all that shit. I'm yapping, but yeah. And so both of those things have been making me really happy, or at least just distracting my mind from what's going on everywhere else. And I also want to know how you guys feel about everything. Last episode, I know I expanded on how it's difficult for me to advocate for stuff, because knowing how bad everything is everywhere is kind of taking a toll. It always has, not just recently. It takes a toll on my mental health personally. But I really do want to know if anyone listening has that same feeling, because, some people don't feel like that. Some people will be like, bitch, I'll advocate for any and everything. Bitch, what's up? I've been ready. Some people are mentally stable enough to just go, fight, donate, advocate, push. Some people are ready and willing to go day and night for that shit. And those are the type of people that I admire, because it's just bitch, how do you compartmentalize? That's some, regardless if you agree or not, that's some strong ass shit. And then the sad thing about this is that right after this time in America, winter's coming, bitch. So seasonal depression is going to hop right on top of this, bitch, like white on rice. And, it's going to be, bitch, it's going to be the next 6 months is going to be very long. I just want to say that. And you guys, I feel like I'm so comfortable to say that. My kids are steady trying to kill each other. I just feel like I'm comfortable to say that because you guys click on this podcast, because you guys, I know for a fact you guys feel that. So just know that we're in it together, bitch. If you guys are feeling nearly as sad and defeated and just jaded as I am, just know that I'm holding your hand mentally, because this shit is finna be rough as fuck. It's finna be rough as fuck, bitch. And also, right before I get into the topics, guys, it's been 2 weeks, bitch. I'm finna ramble. On you guys. But also, something I'm realizing about myself is I'm not trying to hide my emotions anymore, guys. I think it's time. I think Zaria has finally grown up in the aspect of me talking about my emotions. You know, I always say, oh, I'm not the type of bitch to talk about my emotions. I don't like getting emotional, which I don't. But like my feelings, though, like my feelings, how I'm feeling about a certain situation, I think I've graduated past saying I'm fine and just letting shit die. Bitch, I'm going to talk about it even if you didn't ask me. And I feel like I've been doing that more and more lately. And I'm pleasantly satisfied. I'm pleasantly satisfied with every single outcome because either I have a very productive conversation out of it and I get the dice rolling, or I realize that the person I'm trying to communicate with isn't, either they aren't intelligent enough, they aren't emotionally available enough, or they just don't fuck with me on the level enough to be able to communicate in a, respectable, fulfilling way. And I like that. I think that's really refreshing. 26-year-old Zaria is really just like, let's really talk about it if we're going to talk about it. And I think it's so childish to have something wearing on your heart and your mind and just be like, nah, fuck it. I really think that changed about me. I think I don't want to say I matured, but I just really think that changed because I feel like I'm old now. I just feel like if I don't say it, then what's the point of feeling it? You know what I'm saying? We got to change this shit right now. And that's been like, I've been like that at work. I've been like that with my parents. I've been like that with friends. I've been like that with everything. And I like it. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story before we get into the topics because it made me, it was another one of those moments where I became like self-aware in the middle of trying to be cocky. And you guys know I always want to give you my bad points because I feel like I say it all the time. I feel like this podcast sometimes goes in the direction of me like talking about, what people have done to me and all that stuff. Say it, please. But yeah, I always talk about like what happened to me and woe is me and all that stuff. But anytime I get an opportunity to tell a story about when I fucked up, I want to give it. So I recently made, not recently, actually for a while now, I've had a friend at one of my jobs, and he is like my boo, right? Not my boo, he's gay, but like, you know what I mean? Like he's like my boo thing. And so we've started hanging out recently because both of us are like really like in the house type of people. Like we don't like going nowhere. But like when we work together, like we're like, bitch, we're the same person. Like we should really hang out. Right? Like we just, like, I love you. We should hang out. We should do this for real. But both of us are just like, just honestly just talking. Like we know that when we clock out, I'm going to go home and I'm not going to leave my fucking house. So the last time I worked with him, we talked about it, which this conversation happened like a few months ago. And I was like, we really need to change. Like, we really need to stop. We're the same, or I think he's 1 year older than me. But I was like, we're basically the same age. Like, we need to, like, do shit. We need to go out. Both of us have basically the same story. Like, we don't go out to the club. We don't really drink. We're more smokers. Like, we need to, like, experience some shit. Like, all the shit people did when they were teenagers and shit. We never had that, like, wilding out moment. We just always just been in the room, been in the house as bitches. So I was like, no, we say we need to hang out all the time. And we already know we enjoy each other. Like, hanging out would be amazing. Like, why not give that experience to each other? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we go grab a bite to eat? Why can't we go, anywhere, to the beach, bitch? Let's go anywhere. Literally, let's get out the house. Let's do something. So we've hung out, I think a total of maybe 4 or 5 times. And it's been amazing every time. Talking, getting to know each other, we then went deeper into he finding out that I'm adopted. I find out random shit about him. Like, that nigga used to live in New Zealand. I was like, who the fuck's ever been there? That's crazy. I didn't know people actually was in that bitch. But, just literally, like, getting to know each other better and better and better. And I was just like, wow, I'm literally like, this is literally how you make a friend as an adult. Like, every time we linked up, I was just like, wow, like, this nigga is slowly but surely becoming my friend. Like, and this feels good, right? So the other day, we're having a conversation, a deep conversation, right? Like, You know, we're getting to the nitty gritty of it, right? Yes, we were smoking and stuff like that, but it wasn't one of those high chats. It was just like, you know, we were just talking about stuff that's happened to us and why we are the way we are. And there's one thing that I don't like about him, and I tell him all the time. He calls himself an empath. And one thing I don't like about some empathic people is what he has. And it's telling people their emotions instead of inquiring about their emotions, right? Because you're in my presence and you feel a feeling that I might be sad, you tell me that I'm feeling sad, right? You didn't ask. You're just like, are you okay today? I'm feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, it's okay. You can talk to me. Like, and I'm just like, nigga, I'm fine. Like, I'm genuinely fine today. And it's the same example for people who don't understand. It's the same thing of when somebody be like, what's wrong with you? And you be like, nothing. Why? They be like, why you got an attitude? And you're like, I don't got no attitude. And they be like, yes, you do. Why? And I'm like, bro, I don't got no fucking attitude. And they like, see? And I'm like, bro, you just pissed me off. I didn't have an attitude before you started doing this bullshit, you know? It's the same kind of thing. I don't get sad when he starts doing that, but I get mad because I'm just like, I'm not sad. Just because I told you I was adopted and a bitch got depression, every day is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, every day you don't have to put your hand on my shoulder and be like, you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. So I told him that. So in me telling him that, he says, I understand that, and I'm the type of person that goes off of emotion, and the things I feel with you scare me, so it makes me want to ask, what's wrong with you? Bitch, when I tell you I took this the entire wrong way, listen to what my dumb ass said, okay? This is a very red flag moment for me, right? And I was like, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, right? I just sounded so stupid. So my response to that was, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, but you probably have never met a bitch like me. Whatever emotion you think you feel around me, I probably feel the exact opposite. I have made it my life's mission to 100% hide my emotions when I'm in front of people. You know that trend where it's like, never let a nigga know your next move. Bitch, I built my life off of that. I can giggle in your face and cry the second I leave you. Like, it's you don't know, right? You just don't know. So I'm thinking I ate him up with that. This nigga puts his hand on my arm again and goes, Zaria, that's the exact point I was making. I don't feel anything when I'm around you. I don't feel anything. Like, when we hang out, even when we have these deep ass discussions, you give off absolutely nothing. I can't tell when you're sad. I can't tell when you're mad. I literally, physically, emotionally feel nothing from you. And I said, oh my God. I said, oh shit. Oh my God. I said, oh fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bitch, I couldn't even say anything. I just literally started saying, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bitch, I wanted to cry from how embarrassed I was. He was like, yeah, bitch, nothing. I'm telling you I'm an empath and I feel absolutely nothing. You over here trying to brag about, you over here trying to brag about the shit, bitch, I'm concerned. I'm worried about you. I said, I don't think in my entire 26 years of living I've ever been eaten up that fucking hard. And I'm the only one laughing, bitch. He wasn't joking at all. He was dead ass serious. He was looking me in my eyeball, right in my retina. He said, Zaria, absolutely zero, nothing. And that really made me start thinking. Even after he left, I was just like, damn, nothing? I was just like, oh shit. Maybe I didn't stack this wall up a little too high. I thought I was using bricks. Apparently a bitch was using titanium fucking, Jesus. And the the mindset switch from going, yeah, nigga, like, you can't feel none of this shit, to, oh shit, he can't feel none of this shit that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? The switch from it was almost immediate. And I don't think I've ever had something in me change so quickly like that. Literally on the minute the words left his fucking mouth, I was just like, whoa, that is kind of scary. That's not cute. That's not cute at all. And so because that happened, because that conversation was so recent, I don't know where to put it, and I don't know what to do with it, but it's definitely made its way to the forefront of my mind, and it's been hanging on. So I don't know. I think it does answer a lot of questions though. Like, as I was thinking about it, I was thinking about like past relationships, not like romantic, but past relationships with like people and stuff like that. And I was just like, like now what that person said 7 years ago is starting to make a little sense. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people calling me an enigma, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, I'm so misunderstood. It's like, no, bitch, you're blocked the fuck off. Like in every way. And then, you know, it makes me think like what part of it is a trauma response and how much of it is just my personality. You know what I'm saying? Like that in itself is already making me have a headache, because I would have to deconstruct myself so fucking hard to understand why this wall is built up so goddamn thick. And of course, you know, I'm not stupid. Most of it, I'm sure at least 75% of it is a trauma response. But, you know, I don't know. I love at the end of all of these like stories that I tell y'all, I'm just like, I don't know, bitch. I don't know. Because I really don't. I just know my awareness stops at the self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like at the very moment of realization, I'm just like, oh shit, I do understand, but now where the fuck do I go? Now what do we do? How do we unravel 26 years of just being pent the fuck up and blocked the fuck off? You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm so sorry if you hear my children in the background. This house is full of animals. They're just fucking ripping and running, ho. But you guys know what I mean. I don't know. If you're a woman listening and all your life you've been called, like, again, an enigma, or like cold, closed off, you know, cold-hearted, like, let me know like what your experience is and what your reasoning behind that. Is it something you do on purpose, or is it a natural thing? Because for me, it's not on purpose. For me, like, even with this podcast, like, I try to be as open as possible, and I don't mind talking about the things that's happened to me in life. But I guess even when I get deep and I open up, it's still like I don't know. Because I'm not anybody else and I can't experience me, I can't explain it from another person's perspective, but hearing it is just like, oh, damn. But all right, guys, let's change the topic. Welcome back to the show, episode 68. I missed you guys so much. And this is going to sound a little, you know, crazy, but I know you guys miss me too. I've had a couple DMs, not a lot, 2 or 3, nothing crazy, okay? I miss you guys just as much. But I want to get into the existential crisis thought first, because some of y'all are going to beat me up for it. And it's okay. I've had a black eye before. Can get one again. So I hate doing this because I always feel like I take a good thing and I look at it too deeply and I ruin it. But it happened again, bitch. So you guys know the trend that's going around on TikTok, like me finally being in my feminine era, but so are the men I talk to. I, first of all, love that trend, right? When it first came out, I loved it. Me and Mango talked about it a bunch. I was like, that shit, just sending them back and forth to each other, like, bitch, the audacity, that's crazy. Girl, I fucking saw one while I was smoking one day and overthought it, and now I hate the trend. Now it done pissed me off. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm about to go deep, so just buckle in, bitch. So the one I saw was like this guy, saying that he had to scrounge up a certain amount of money to pay his PO officer. Children, please. He was trying to scrounge up enough money to like go see Uber to go see his parole officer and shit like that. And the girl was like, oh yeah, go handle your business, boo. And he was like, yeah, you should just let me use your car. And she was like, why would I do that? Like, why would I inconvenience myself to let you use my car to go see your PO? And he was like, my other bitches did it and shit like that. And she was like, well, I'm not your other bitches. Girl, no, let me finish, because I think at the end he was like, well, you could at least send me 20 for the Uber or something like that. Mind you, in his text messages, he was spelling everything wrong. And not intentionally. Like, well, it probably was intentionally, because he just genuinely didn't know how to spell. And y'all know I don't fuck with that. Like, if you cannot spell, please don't text me. Right? That's a given. So then I'm looking at everything else. Like, his contact name got, like, hearts and shit on it. And y'all, it immediately pissed me off. Like, I immediately did a whole 360 think of this entire trend. Because now I'm mad at you. Now I'm mad at the lady. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm mad at you. Because before he had the audacity to ask you for money, right? This is where my problem lies. Before he had the audacity to ask you for money, why was anything that nigga had to give attractive? He can't spell. He obviously got some fuck shit going on, talking about a parole officer. You know what I'm saying? He talk about other bitches, including you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was all of that? Those are just three things from one single slide of a text thread. Those are just three things that already make this nigga not a candidate. You know what I'm saying? So why was he one? That's what be making me mad. And I'm not talking about giving niggas your number. You know, I'm not talking about that, because I give niggas my number every goddamn day, because you're not going to shoot me in my fucking face. It's just that you block it, right? You block it after the first text. You block it. I'm not seeing the blocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing full conversations that led up to the audacity field text. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man should not have been talking to you. You shouldn't have been talking to him. You know what I'm saying? This was coming. And I feel like you should have known that. That makes me very, very upset. And then what makes me even more mad, and I'm going to lose some of y'all with this, but I love black people, so I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. It really rubs me the wrong way when this is the example of when y'all say niggas ain't shit, or like black men, like this is the example of black men, and it's not. It's not. This is an example of black men that you choose. And I say this with all due respect, but you cannot say there's no such thing as a good black man if all the black men you've had were bad. You just don't. Outside of manipulation and, you know, all of that shit for motherfucking making it look like there's somebody and they're not. Outside of all that, I'm talking specifically about these type of men. When the proof is in the way they walk and in they talk, how could you ever be surprised that nigga is that type of nigga? That's like going to a strawberry field, using your eyes, hands, and nose to pick every single strawberry you put in your basket, and then when you get home, you say, "Oh, all these motherfucking strawberries is rotten, bitch." You didn't even look at them. You didn't even fucking look at them. You know what I'm saying? You knew that you were in a strawberry patch, saw some strawberries, and was like, "Yep, that one." What? And like I said, that might make some women upset, but a fact is a fact. These, you, like, you, I can't even talk. Like, we've really got to start. Like, I hate to say it, but y'all, we got to leave the hood niggas alone. I hate to say it. I really do. Because I come from hood niggas, you know what I'm saying? I literally was raised around every type of hood nigga. But, like, the type of love and the type of romance and the type of fucking sweetness y'all want is not gonna come from a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got one of these top tier hood niggas, you know what I'm saying? I just feel so bad for y'all when y'all like a type of nigga and also expect a certain type of treatment, and they just don't go hand in hand. It also makes me really sad when I see black women say, "Where I'm going to go where I'm loved and start dating white men," as if that's not like an admitting to you were purposely going where you weren't loved when you were dating black men. You know what I'm saying? I just hate to hear the excuses. The same amount of shit we give black men for the reasoning they date white women. I feel like some black women don't understand that you sound just as clownish when you use the same excuse to date white men, because all black men aren't bad. You know what I'm saying? I've met some stand-up black men. Some I've dated, some I haven't dated, some I've just known, some I've just worked with. And I feel like the same way black men sound lame as fuck saying, oh, black bitches just loud and ghetto and they too much and they don't submit, that's why I date white women. I feel like some black women sound just as fucking stupid when they say, oh, ain't no such thing as a black man. They all want to leave bitches to be baby mamas and they all want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's internalized racism, baby. And I don't think some of y'all realize how y'all sound when y'all say that stupid shit. I'm sorry. I know that sounds super harsh, but like, one thing you got to realize when you click on this podcast is I love being black and I love black people. So when I hear us saying shit like that, I'm just like, y'all don't even know how deep they claws been in you. But, you know, I understand a preference is a preference and to each his own. But when you pick the bullshit and then complain about it, you know, it kind of rubs off the wrong way. You got to make better decision-making skills. So, yeah, why did that turn into a lecture? Why did that turn into like, bitch, I'm Dr. Mary. Like, I got every, you know what I'm saying? But it's just my opinion, and it's just the way that it made me feel, like, looking at these trends of women who obviously want to be romanced and treated a specific way, you know, before the bad text, before everything went wrong. It didn't really seem like everything was right before that either. So I don't know. You guys might feel differently a lot, but sorry, that's just me. And also one more point, then I'm gonna move on, I swear. One more point I want to make about that topic, because this is what I was like rambling in my mind, like overthinking about it. Ooh, my cat just body slammed herself. Jesus Christ. But I really wish, and I have a habit of doing this too, but and this is why I like get off my phone a lot. But I really want to get used to like not confusing what I like to look at for what I want my life to be like. Like, and when I say that, because connected to this conversation, like I feel like a lot of women who do like rappers, scammers, hood niggas and shit like that, like they see those niggas on like Instagram or Twitter and they do treat their women the way they want. Like they give them the hotel room with the flowers and shit like that, and they give them like, you know, they do all this romantic shit, and it's just like, yes, that's what he does, but you only see pictures and videos of that. You don't know the text conversation. You don't know if she had to beg him for that. You don't know if he genuinely wanted to do that for her. You're not in that relationship. You only see what they want you to see. And of course, it's going to be the good parts. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you're trying to mirror your life off of the aesthetic that you like to look at, I think that's going to get a lot of people fucked up, because yes, you can align aesthetic and lifestyle, but like, realistically, you know what I'm saying? And realistically, these niggas don't have the money or resources that these niggas on Instagram do. And I just feel like you have to use your own discernment to choose that accordingly, and to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let's change the subject. I do have a funny story. I might wrap it up after this. I did have a Am I the Asshole that I really, really like, but I think it's going to stress me out. So I want to wait till the next episode to share it with y'all. But I want to tell you guys this funny story that happened to me at work, because I feel like recently, just to be honest with you guys, I've been having like a lot of self-esteem issues. And one of the main things I don't like is when I'm saying that how I feel about myself, like visibly, I don't like when people say, oh my God, but you're gorgeous. Oh my God, but you're beautiful. Because then it makes it seem like I'm fishing for that compliment, when I don't really give a fuck if you think I'm gorgeous. I do thank you and appreciate it. But like, I'm talking about how I feel about my face and my body. You know what I'm saying? And so I always find it funny that people are just like, you can't be fucking insecure. You're beautiful. And I'm just like, all right, bitch. But then when I get hit on, it's always like an insult and a compliment. And I'm just like, you niggas are literally like proving my point and gaslighting me at the same time. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. So the other day I was at work. I'm making drinks and shit like that. This one nigga come up to the bar and goes, now I haven't been in Florida long. I do not understand you niggas slang yet. The only thing I got down pat is jit, and I barely say it because it sounds stupid when it comes out of my mouth. I don't know why the J was so hard, but that's how it sounds when I say it. So, I don't really, even dabble in y'all slang like that. And I don't know what it means, but this is what the man said. He looked at me and he said, girl, 2 more pecan summers and you gonna be beautiful as fuck. As I'm pouring a tequila shot, I said, sir, what? He said, baby, I'm gonna let you marinate on that. He slapped the counter and walked away. The tequila shot has been overflown because I stared at him as he walked away. What did he just say to me? So I go back in the back and I ask my elders, does anybody here know what a pecan summer is? And if you do, please speak up. Everybody shakes their head no. So I go, oh, okay, well, fuck it. I guess I'll never know. I go back out, start making drinks again. Same nigga come back. Excuse me, baby. How old are you? I said, how old do you think I am? He said, about 19, 20. I said, baby, add 6 more on top of that. I said, yeah, I'm damn near 30. I'm 26. He said, oh, really? I said, yes, sir. He said, oh, wow. Okay. Good on you. Walked away again. Maybe 20 minutes go by. One of the old heads from the back come from the back to where I am. He go, hey, Zaria, who called you a pecan summer? I said, nobody called me a pecan summer. I explained what the man said. He said 2 more of them, and I'm going to be beautiful as fuck. And he started laughing his ass off, and I go, care to explain the goddamn joke? And he say, he thought you were a kid, and he meant you got some more. Once you grow up a little more, you'll be a beautiful woman. And I said, oh, okay. So imagine my surprise, sitting here being a fully grown ass woman. So is the bitch ugly now? Like, what you trying to say? Like, so because you thought I was a child, I have potential to be pretty and I'm ugly now? Like, what the fuck was that? Why can't anybody ever just say, you are, I'm sorry, but you are gorgeous. I just had to say you are very pretty. Why everybody try to riddle my shit? You know what I'm saying? Why everybody try to give me compliments in forms of fucking Laffy Taffy jokes and shit? Bitch, you know what I'm saying? And then you want me to walk around here with my head held high like I'm fucking the baddest bitch walking. Like, please. What the fuck is a pecan summer? Now, if I was 19, I would have been gassed up. I'd be like, oh, you okay, bet, bitch, 25-year-old Zaria finna hit. Whole time 25-year-old Zaria looking like she's still waiting on pecan summers and shit, bitch. That shit made me so mad, y'all. I was like, and it shouldn't have made me mad because he was just calling me pretty, but like, why you have to say it like that? Why you have to say it like that? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, and that's how it is all the time. Like, it's always something else. And like, you got it then. Like, even when I was a flight attendant, this lady was like, what'd she say to me? She said something like, girl, when you find out you cute, you gonna be unstoppable. Like, ma'am, don't do this to me today. Like, oh my God. Like, y'all, I know I sound like I'm overreacting. Like, these are compliments, but like, why the fuck? Like, why y'all gotta call me ugly first? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what y'all doing. Like, girl, you ain't it now, but you could be. What the fuck? Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But, guys, I'm going to end the episode there. Like I said, I did have a few more things to tell you guys, but I don't want to get myself worked up today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Or Saturday morning. What today's date? What the fuck? Oh, Saturday. Okay. Anyway, please, guys, check in with me. DM me. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me if you guys are liking the episode so far. I apologize for all of the animals in my house making all this goddamn noise. But the unhingedness is what you click on this podcast for. Thank you so much for listening, especially if you are a new listener. Like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe once this goes on YouTube first, guys. That's where I put all my episodes first. And then they'll be trickled down to all of my audio platforms. Hope you listen there too. And I hope you have a good day. I'll see you in the next episode.